get it.
And this guy is a sensational rider. You watch him, he just got something that you rarely can teach. He finds ways to do it, and just an explosive and a rider that rides with a lot of energy.
Deegan trying to make up points on Tom Vialle, who will race later on. Heat race 1 of the 250 class underway. Hamaker on the inside, able to get around Dax Bennick and Deegan to control the lead. The Pennsylvania native leads his home race.
Oh, Kyle Peters right there too. A good start for him.
Yeah, great start. Everybody seemed like they started off. The first corner is pretty clean as Hayden's trying to make the pass already on Seth. Oh!
Danger Boy there. He tried the big leaps there, James, on the outside.
Yeah, he tried the big leaps. And if you want to notice his number's yellow, that's because he's the defending SMX champion. And Hayden Deegan's trying to get another Supercross title, but he went a little long on that first rhythm section.
And that will allow Hamaker to try to stretch it back out. Let's send it to Will with more on the leader.
And the leader, who's undoubtedly, Jason, going to want to hang on to this lead. You said that's right. He's here at his hometown race, and he said between 50 and 70 friends and family here, including his grandfather, who is 91 years old and has never been to a Supercross race to watch him. I asked him what would it mean to him here to cross the checkers first, whether that's a heat race or in the main, and he said it would mean the world to be able to do that in front of them and show them what he's capable of would be huge. So a very special night here for Seth Hamaker.
And he's pulling away a bit from Deegan right now. Not bad for a rider who missed last week's race with a shoulder injury.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. I know he's hoping to win, but he has the speed to do it. I think he's due for one of these, and I think with Hayden and Tom going after this championship, Seth is in the right position. He looks great.
So Deegan second in this heat race and second in the championship points. We asked him yesterday, what's it going to take to try to close in on Tom Vialle and win this title?
We worked on some stuff this week. I'm feeling really solid on the bike. So yeah, coming to this round, just come out here and try and do my best. And we want to be up front 100%. And if I put my speed and my knowledge out on the track where I'm supposed to be, it'll be good.
100%. Think about that speed and knowledge. Like I said, speed especially.
Absolutely, and you can see where they developed that speed with Yamaha's Behind the Gate program, where you can see behind the scenes during the week inside the race truck. New episodes every Friday on YouTube at YamahaMotorUSA.com covering Deegan's team. And Deegan James is starting to catch Hamaker.
Yeah, and I like what Hayden's doing because he's switching up line. He's not following. He has to follow here because it's the only line out there, but he's also not following him in spots to where he's trying to make Seth nervous. Hopefully Seth didn't make a mistake, so he might not necessarily be trying to pass him, rather just trying to get in his head, make him thinking about where he's going to go and where he's not at. So he's doing a great job, but Seth is holding on strong.
Yeah, I mean, Seth is plenty capable of putting rides in like this. He's always had great speed. He's just unfortunately had some rough luck. Some of those have been bad decisions and poor moves on his part, but still he's just, it's frustrating probably for him because we know he can do rides like this.
It's a nice line by Hayden. Yeah. Seth went inside, outside, and Hayden went outside, inside.
You watch the two different lines right here. Seth electing to blitz the whoops, go on top. Hayden jumping.
Chaz Hymas in the bottom of the screen, the 48, looking to put his factory Honda into the main. He's climbed up to 8th place now, so he's in a qualifying spot. Up top, it's still Hamaker versus Deegan.
Looks like they have sections of the track where Seth's a bit faster than Hayden Deegan, and Hayden's a little bit faster than Seth. And I feel like this part of the track that we're on right now, Seth has a speed advantage, but then as we get towards the end of this rhythm lane, and we get back behind the mechanics area where that gate, the starting gate is where it seems like Hayden starts to gain some time back. So you can see the gap right now. Let's watch and see how close he gets.
Yeah, you can see that sand section getting very tricky, and Hayden's trying to make some new lines, which I do like that outside going to the end. It seems like it sets him up better for this whoop section, but yeah, it does seem like it's sections of the track in all the heat races so far where guys close in and then they lose it, but I think that's just kind of the track the way it is. It's a lot easier being in second where you can see where the guy is braking in front of you. You just hold on a little bit longer, but Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you reference points, you know, when you're behind, when you're running second, you're following the leader. You can, like what James is explaining, it gives you a reference point to get into the corners a little bit harder, do your braking a little bit later, or if you're coming out of the corners, accelerate a little bit earlier than your competitor in front of you.
Battle at the bottom of the screen. You mentioned Kyle Peters at the start of this race, Ricky. Still there in fourth. Peters, 5 Arena Cross championships. Those are smaller tracks inside basketball and hockey size arenas instead of the big football stadiums like this. But Kyle has a great history in Supercross as well, and he's holding his own.
Yeah, it's a really fantastic ride by Kyle to come in mid-season and to run up front here. In a way, it's not surprising because we know all the ability that he has, but still, you know, some people maybe not expecting it.
Baseflug, a rookie right up the inside on the BarX Toyota of Redland Suzuki, makes a quick pass on Peters for fourth.
Yeah, he's like, I'll take that.
It's going to be fun to see just what line's going to be faster later on this afternoon when we get to the main events going through the whoops. Is it going to be jumping? Is it going to be blitzing? I really feel like that's going to depend on the run that you get into the whoops. If you have a lot of speed going into the whoops, you'll blitz them. If you don't have a lot of speed going into the whoops, you revert to jumping.
Well, let's see how these riders handle it, because this is the battle to make the main event. The 65 of Miller is holding on to the final transfer position into the main. Jack Rogers in 10th, hasn't made a main yet this year. He needs to make a pass. Deegan has caught Hamaker with 2 to go. And now the white flag is out.
One little slip here from Seth Hamaker, and that's going to open up an opportunity for Hayden Deegan to make the moves. Going to be interesting right here, James.
Yeah, I like what, again, Hayden's doing, and I think if Seth just makes everything and be clean, it's hard for it's going to be hard for Hayden to make the pass. But Hayden started going on this outside and hitting this triple.
There it goes.
Let's see if he can basically try to get on the inside of Seth right here.
Oh! Hamaker cuts across. Now Deegan's positioned himself inside. They almost came together in midair.
That was very close.
That was close. From our angle, I thought they were going to collide, a cross jump. Whoa.
Yeah, that was set up the way Seth went to the outside, and that just the way that triple is, it throws him back to the inside, so he didn't do anything wrong, but ooh, that was really close.
One turn left. Deegan tries to square it, get inside, can't do it. And Pennsylvania's own Seth Hamaker wins the heat in Philadelphia. Battle's still going. Chance Hymas on the 48 making the move on Peters, trying to get into the top 5.
This is a great run by Chance Hymas and Kyle Peters. Reason it's a good run for Chance Hymas is he blew his ACL out last year, so missed basically his whole rookie season. So this will be its true rookie year, I would say now.
And it looks like Miller, the veteran out of Minnesota, will hold off Rogers and Luca Marceliza to get the final transfer into the main from this heat. Seth Hamaker making Grandpa proud with the win.